To the Highline Activity Center, volleyball tonight here from the Hack. Paul McDonald with you from Highline Juniors high atop the Highline Activity Center, and tonight's EDC matchup. Here we've got the C Squad game tonight. Also we'll have the junior varsity game, and then coming up for the varsity, we will have the varsity match as well. But first, it is the C Squad for the city taking on Wahpeton here this afternoon from the Highline Activity Center. And again, the head coach of the C Squad, Janessa Barrios, is the head coach of the C Squad for Valley City. Valley City in there. And they're maybe the Columbia Blue Tops. They will be in the far court. Here to the near court will be the Wahpeton Huskies. And also going on right next door here at the Hack will be the 9th grade, and we'll keep track of that 9th grade match as well. But we will have play-by-play here from the C Squad. We are about ready for that opening serve. It's Highliner Volleyball tonight here on the Highliner Activity Network. A full night of volleyball starting here with the C Squad. Katie Koka is going to be working at the libero. She just checks in, and we are just about set. Cadence Harstead is back, and she will be serving first for Valley City. Again, they are in the far court. This is the C Squad game. Tatum Schroeder, libero, just coming in for Wahpeton. And we are off and running. Wahpeton on the attack first. Tip over, and Valley City receives. Back to the near side is Wahpeton at the net. Tip, blocked, and we've got kept alive. Nicely done off the save by Far Valley, or for Wahpeton. And there's an attack and a point. Jaden Peterson going to get the kill and the point here for Valley City, and they take a 1-0 lead opening set. Again, best of 2 out of 3 here on the C Squad. And back serving, Cadence Harstead, the sophomore. Serves, sends it here near side. Wahpeton on the offense. Back, far side. Off the dig. Wahpeton setting it up, middle. And right side, underneath the net, point, Valley City. Highliners up to a 2-0 start. Harstead also joining that starting, Ryan Thornton. She is the sophomore setter. Harstead serving, 2-0 Valley City here to the near side. Schroeder can't receive. That's going to be an ace for Harstead. And the Highliners off to a 3-0 lead. Harstead far court serving here to the near side. Abigail Martinick is up front for Valley City, as is Sydney Larson here to the near side. And that one is off the net, off the antenna, and out. And Valley City continuing 4-0. Valley City leading. And serving, Cadence Harstead, sophomore outside hitter. Katie Koka, the Barrow 8th grader, with a couple of freshmen, Ava Hughesby and Bailey LaRue. Rest sophomores, and there's another ace for Harstead, her second in this service rotation. And the Highliners leading it 5-0, and we've got our first timeout. Timeout taken by Wahpeton. Huskies trailing at 5-0 here in the opening set. And on the other court, a 9th grade match, that's tied 3-3. Well, 5-0 Valley City. Head coach Janessa Barrios. Again, Vanessa Koka, the assistant. She's working she is a JV head coach. And Rebecca DePesa, the varsity head coach here for Valley City. And Sarah Wilhelm also helping out. She's coaching on the 9th grade side. Right now, 4-3, Wahpeton leading in the 9th grade match, which is going on up down here on the same court, here to the near side. And there's a side out there for Wahpeton, tied 4-4. Back here to the C Squad game. Harstead back to serve. Cadence Harstead serving 5-0. Highliners with the advantage here in the opening set. And the serve on the way. Shorter receive. Back here near side. Belmore at the net. Tipped over. Kept alive. Highliners. Thornton tipped over off the attack. And the nice take by Schroeder. And they're going to call a lift, illegal hit called against Wahpeton. It'll be Point Valley City. They go up 6-0. Jaden Peterson in that front row, as I mentioned, along with Abigail Martinick. The libero, Ryan Thornton. We're going to have our first substitution coming in here for the Huskies. Jocelyn Reeby now will check in. Goes back row. Harstead with the serve. Schroeder, pass. Harstead. Or to Reeby. Set near side. Tipped over. Here's Thornton with the pass. Set. Middle. Tipped over. Valley City. Wahpeton on the attack. Free ball. Tipped over Harstead. Set Thornton. Back to the middle. And up and over on the tip by Martinick. An attack and in. Attack and a point for Wahpeton. Ashlyn Kohler's going to pick up the point on the attack. First point for the Huskies. 1-6. Wahpeton trailing. Kara Hensey back to serve here for the Huskies. Coca to Thornton. She'll set middle. And the attack goes in the net by Sydney Larson. Point Wahpeton. Down 2-6. Hensey back serving 2-6. Back row, Coca pass. Thornton, set middle. They're tipped over this time, and we've got a net violation called against Valley City. Sydney Larson was going on the tip. Net violation called against the Highliners, and it is now 3-6. 3 straight points here for Wahpeton. Serve on the way by Hensey. Coca receives. Pass far side. Nope. Pass missed. Just a little too far for Martinick to receive, and pass herself. It'll be a point for the Huskies. They've rattled off 4 in a row. It's 4-6. Trailing by 2, Wahpeton. And the serve by Hensey. Into the net. Side out, point Valley City, 7-4. Valley City up by 3 with the serve. Kata Coca will go back and serve, sporting the red libero jersey, number 21. And she'll send it over here into the net, into the antenna. Service there, side out, point Wahpeton. 5-7. Highliners up by 2. And now back to serve for Wahpeton is Ashlyn Kaler, serving 5-7 in the first set. Kaler with the serve, and it's going to go long. Line judge was going to do the, not normally if they don't have the flags, they have the hands up for the out sign, but she was going to do that, and they realized she had the flag, so had to wave the flag. Side out, service error, point Valley City. Highliners up 8-5. Now Wahpeton off the attack. That's going to be a service ace. Could not receive on that serve as Addison Gurdon with her. And back to serve is Sydney Larson. Serving 9-5 for the Highliners here in the opening set. Hensey to the net, near side, and into the net. Trying to pick that was Addison Gurdon, and Gurdon hitting into the net. Point Valley City. Highliners up 10-5. Larson now will go to the opposite side of the service line. Serving 10-5 first set. And an ace. Nice serve by Larson, dropping that one in front of Gurdon. And the point for the Highlanders, making it 11-5 Valley City. Larson with the serve. And Hansey near side. And tipped over. Here's Valley City on the attack. Thornton middle. And the attack goes long. The attack here just a little bit long there by Bailey LaRue. Point for Wahpeton, 6-11. Huskies trailing by 5. Emily Belmore will go back and serve for Wahpeton. Serving here to the near court. Sends it over. Pass was marked by Larson. Now free ball over here for Wahpeton. On the near side, just getting over. Free ball Valley City. Larson. Pass. Thornton set. And backing up on the attack was Peterson. Now back to the attack here for Wahpeton and into the net. Attack here on the Huskies. Point Valley City. 12-6. Highliners leading by 6. And going back to serve, Jaden Peterson. Serving 12-6. Serve on the way. Pass here near side. And now just getting it over. Belmore free ball for the Highliners. Thornton set. Here along the near side. On the attack was Harstead in the corner, and that was going to go long. Point Wahpeton. 7-12 Valley City. Leading by 5. Wahpeton serving. Trailing 7-12. Gurdon back to serve. And serves into the net. Actually, I thought she just served. But a serve into the net. Side out. Point Highliners. 13-7. That'll send Bailey LaRue, the freshman, back to serve for Valley City. And LaRue with the serve on the way. Schroeder, pass, set. Here along the near side, pushed over by Hansey. Valley City on the attack. Thornton in the middle, and we've got a whistle, and An illegal hit called against Wahpeton and a timeout taken by the Huskies. 14-7. Highliners leading by 7 here in the C Squad game. Junior varsity to follow, then the varsity here on the Highliner Committee Network. Freshman game match going on next door, tied 9-9. With the Highliners and the Huskies, EDC opener, home opener for Valley City tonight. Well, the football home opener tomorrow is the Highliners will be taking on Devils Lake. There's an ace for Wahpeton. And I believe coming the C Squad, or the JV game is Jamestown, I think, is over to play. Jamestown is playing here against Wahpeton in the freshman game, I do believe. Well, I'll double check. But right back to the C Squad. 14-7. Highliners leading. LaRue with the serve. Here to the near side. Tipped over. Free ball for Valley City. LaRue keeps it alive back row, but Larson can't get to it. That'll be a point for Wahpeton. So Wahpeton back within 6 at 8-14. Actually, Jamestown's the middle school match that's going on over at the other gym. That's why Jamestown's here. Here's Coca on the receive from the serve. To the middle, over Martinick. Wahpeton on the attack, middle. Tipped over, free ball for the Highliners. Pass middle, Thornton. Setting it up, and then just getting it over for the Highliners there was Martinick. Back to the Huskies on the attack, and we've got a net violation against Wahpeton, Point Valley City. Highlanders up 15-8 here in the opening set. Brian Thornton, the sophomore setter, will go back and serve. And she'll send it over. And just got it over. Nicely done there. Schroeder on the... They're going to call net violation here against Valley City. They are. Line violation, net violation on Valley City. 9-15. Wahpeton trailing by 6. Jocelyn Reby to serve for the Huskies. Serve, Coca with the receive. Thornton, pass middle. Martinick can't punch it over. Into the net, point, Wahpeton. 10-15, Huskies down by 5 with the serve here to the near side. Wearing their white tops with the purple and gold trim. Serve on the way, Coca received for the Highliners. Thornton, bump set, backing off Larson, and that's going to be out. A bump set there by Thornton was kind of a back as Larson was backpedaling to try to get to it. Point Wahpeton, 11-15. Huskies down by 4. Here's the serve. Coca with a nice receive. Back set Thornton on the attack and the kill. That's Harstead with the point off the nice back set by Thornton. And the Highliners go back up 16-11. Up by 5 here in the opening set. 14-12. Wahpeton leading Valley City in the 9th grade match. Here's Schroeder receives for the Huskies. On the near side, the attack by Belmore. Nice dig by Coca, pushed over by Martinick. Now the Huskies back into the middle. Up and over by Kaler. Set, middle, and a free ball here for Wahpeton. Huskies along the near side, that attack. Dug out, Harstead, set, Thornton, near side. Valley City on the attack with Peterson. Nice dig by the Huskies, and then into the net. On the attack here, Kira Hansey off the dig by Gurdon with a nice dig and a pass. Valley City with the point, go up 17-11. And now back to serve again is Harstead. Cadence Harstead, second rotation in the serve. Got it over, and that's going to be a free ball here. No, that's not going to get over. On the hit number 3, point for Valley City. 18-11. Highliners up by 7. Harstead serving. Serving 18-11. Serve on the way. Schroeder, pass. Bump set middle. On the set by Reby. Here's Thornton setting it middle. Martinick goes cross court. Reby up front. Belmore. Free ball for the Highlanders. No, we got an error at the net. Net violation. Again against the Huskies. And the Highlanders go up 19-11. That's 2 out of 3 here in the C squad match. Harstead. Schroeder, that's going to be an ace for Harstead, her third. Service ace for Cadence Harstead. And the Highliners lead it 20-11 in the opening set. Wahpeton leads 15-14 in the C squad first set. Harstead with the serve. On the way, in the middle, and that thing was tipped and dropping it in there by Martinick. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners leading 21-11. And the serve by Harstead into the net. Service error, side out, point Huskies. 12-21. Huskies trailing by 9. Back to serve. Kira Hansey. And she'll set it over. Harstead with the receive. Thornton, bump set. Harstead on the attack and long. Point Wahpeton. 13-21. Wahpeton down by 8. Hansey with the serve on the way. Receiving there was Harstead. Thornton, bump set. And who's there getting it over? That was Peterson. And it dropped in front of the libero. Shorter. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highlanders up 22-13. And Katie Coca, the libero, back to serve for Valley City. Jump serve up and over. To the middle. Huskies on the attack. And into the net there by Gerdinen. That'll be a violation. Dropped in. Point Valley City. Coca to serve. 23-13. Katie serving on the way. Huskies receive to the middle. Free ball here for the Highliners. Harstead pass. Thornton set middle. Martinick on the attack. On the dig, Hansey, and Schroeder couldn't get to it. Point Valley City. So set point here for the Highliners, leading 4-13. Here in set number 1 of the C squad game, Coca with the serve. Hansey receives into the net. That'll be a point for Valley City, and the Highliners will take the opening set 25-13 and take a 1-0 lead in the C squad match. Over on the north court, Valley City and Wahpeton on the 9th grade match. That's 16-20. Valley City is trailing by 4. They just got a side out, and they'll be serving, as Paige Lindgren's going to go back and serve. So the Highlanders take the first set on the C squad match, 25-13. We're back with more Highlander volleyball right here on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here on the Highlander Activity Network, again, you are watching currently the 9th grade. Ninth graders, 17-20, Valley City, as Paige Lindgren is serving for Valley City in the 9th grade match. The opening set there with the Huskies leading. Highlanders on the attack at the middle. Now pushed over here to the near side. Wahpeton attacking middle. Over by Lunenburg and into the net. On her attack attempt, hit into the net. Point Valley City. Highlanders 3 in a row, down 18-20. With Lindgren, the freshman, middle back, serving. Wahpeton attacking here near side. Over by Hegdem. And now Lindgren, pass, and that's bump set, a little bit too wide on the attack by Ranasat. Jessica Ranasat's bump set just went a little too wide. That'll be a point for Wahpeton, 21-18. The Huskies leading by 3 here in set 1. Kinsey Miller to serve for Wahpeton. And here's the serve here to the near side. At the net. Tipped over. Oh, nice attack there and dropping it in. Yeah, point. That was Taya Lunenburg that dropped it in for the point. That'll be a point Huskies, 22-18. Back serving. Kinsey Miller for Wahpeton. We're watching right now the 9th grade match. C squad between first and second set. After Valley City won the first 25-13. Pass by Ranasat. Here's Lunenburg against the bump set from Miller. And then over by Lunenburg. Valley City back on the attack. And over off the free ball here for Wahpeton. Lunenburg over. Pass for the Highliners. Back set near side by Ranasat. And the attack is out wide on the attack there by Stearns. Leaning Stearns on the attack. Just went a little bit wide. We'll double check there. And that is a point for Wahpeton. C squad about ready to get back in set number 2. There's a service ace for Wahpeton. Huskies lead 24-18. Set point here by Kinsey Miller. For Wahpeton, set point in the freshman match and as service ace. And the Huskies take the first set, 25-18. So in the 9th grade match, Wahpeton up 1-0. Valley City in the C squad, they lead 1-0. Again, this was started last year with COVID. They did not switch sides, continuing that this year, not switching sides between sets. So the Highlanders in that far court, Wahpeton here the near court, as they get ready for set number 2 for the C squad. JV coming up as well, varsity. As we are our home opener for Highlander Volleyball here on the Highlander Activity Network. Down official having a conversation with Janessa Barrios, the C squad coach, former Valley City State Viking. Making sure they have the correct limp in there. And it will be Valley's Wahpeton serve. As we're still trying to get the right setup there. Now we're good to go. Here's a serve by the Huskies and tipped over. That was Breck Suffolk that drops it over for the kill. And it'll be a point for Valley City. Highlanders up 1-0. Cadence Harstead back to serve. We're in the second set on the C squad. 9th grade. They're between first and second. Service error into the net by Harstead. Point for Wahpeton, tied at 1. Back to serve for Wahpeton. Annabelle Pouch back serving. A light over to Coca. Receives. Back set. Suffolk on the attack. Martinick and the point. Off the kill there was Abigail Martinick for Valley City. That'll bring Bailey LaRue into the front row on the substitution. Highlanders up 2-1. And Katie Coca will go back and serve for the Highlanders. Again, wearing the red libero jersey. Coca sends it over. Schroeder for the Huskies. Receives. Set. On the attack, Gurdon. That went off of Peterson and hits the scorer's table. That'll be a point for Wahpeton. We are tied 2-2. And now going back to serve for the Huskies. Ashlyn Kaler serving 2-2 in the second set. Highlanders won the first set 25-13. Serve on the way. Off the receive. Suffolk sets it up. And then over by Peterson. Here the Huskies on the attack. Gurdon. Harstead pass. Suffolk set. Near side. Cross-court attack. Peterson. And did we have a whistle? We did. I think a line violation against Wahpeton. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highlanders up 3-2. Going back to serve will be Ava Hughesby, now serving for the Highlanders. Serving 3-2 in set number 2. The lefty sends it over. Schroeder with the pass. Set near side by Reby. Over by Gurdon. Here's Coca. Suffolk sets it up on the cross-court attack. Peterson. Now the Huskies on the attack middle. Over by Garcia. Back to the Valley City Highlanders. Suffolk sets it up for Peterson. Cross-court. Schroeder on the dig. Setting it. Reby attacking Gurdon. Far corner. Harstead off the dig. Kept alive by Peterson to the middle. Over by LaRue. Diving going into the net. Nice attempt on that save on his pouch, but hit into the net off the dig. So the point for Valley City. Highlanders go up 4-2. Highlanders serving Hughesby. Set by Reby. Gurdon attack and in. The line judge wasn't quite sure, but it was into that far corner. And it's a point for the Huskies, 3-4. They trail by 1. Emily Belmore now here to serve for Wahpeton. in the second set. Harstead pass. Suffolk set here to the near side. Peterson attacking. Belmore to the net. Set Reby. That one over. Free ball Highlanders. Suffolk set to the middle. LaRue on the attack. And a net violation there. Bailey into the net. Point for Wahpeton. We're tied 4-4. And again serving. Emily Belmore for Wahpeton. Harstead receives. Pass. Suffolk sets it up for Peterson. Cross court. That's going to be a kill. Peterson off the kill. Annabelle Pausch couldn't come up with the dig. And the Highlanders go back up by 1 at 5-4. And now we'll send Peterson back to the service line for Valley City. Serving 5-4, second set. Belmore receives. Reby, there's set a little bit too far behind Gurdon, who couldn't do anything with it. Hit it out of bounds. Point, Valley City. Highlanders up 6-4. Now back serving. On the way, cross court, Peterson. Here to the near side, into the net, Reby. And the Highlanders score third point in a row, 7-4. And serving for Valley City, Peterson. Caden sends it over. Here to the near side. Huskies on the attack. Reby gets it over. Free ball, Valley City, Coca. Suffolk setting here to the near side. Harstead on the attack. And that's going to be a kill for Cadence Harstead. So Jaden Peterson will take the ball, go back and serve. As Valley City leads at 7-5. They're calling net violation there on Harstead. So net violation, point, Wahpeton. Make it 5-7. And Gurdon will serve for the Huskies. And the receive by Peterson goes wide and out. Checked out actually number 8, Ava Hughesby. Forgot how far away it is up here. Might get stronger glasses for the next match. There's a service ace by Gurdon. A service ace. Hughesby could not receive. Huskies have tied it at 7. They've rattled off 3 in a row. Tied 7-7. And the serve by Gurdon's going to go long. Point Highlanders. 8-7. Valley City up. Valley City leading the ninth grade match 5-3. And Bailey LaRue serving for the Highlanders. Into the net. Service there. Side out. Point Wahpeton. And we have our second tie here. 8-8. And the serve by Schroeder, cross court, Coca. Suffolk set middle, tipped over Martinick. Sliding dig by Reby. Kept alive by Suffolk, but off her hands, went off of Harstead and out. Point for Wahpeton. 9-8, they take their first lead of the match. Highlanders are leading 6-3 over in the ninth grade match. Wahpeton won that first set, 25-18. Schroeder with the serve. Here, free ball for Wahpeton. Reby, set. Far side, tipped over, Pausch, and a violation at the net against the Huskies. Again, that was Pausch that hit the net on her attack attempt. Point for the Highlanders. So Breck Suffolk will go back and serve. Serving for the first time here in this match. We're tied 9-9. Our third tie here in the second set. Reby for the Huskies sets it up on the attack. Pausch in, gets the kill, back row. 10-9. Huskies go back up by 1. And that will send Reby, the sophomore setter, back to serve for Wahpeton. Serve near court, and that went out. That was just it was in. Just did get inside. So the service ace right down the line. Or no, they didn't call it out. Line judge set in, but the up official set out. It's a point for Valley City. We're tied at 10, our fourth tie. Harstead with the serve. Here near side, Reby back into the middle. And then over by Pausch. Coca with the pass. Suffolk can't get to it. Hits it out. Point for the Huskies. And they go back up by 1, 11-10. We've been tied at 7, 8, 9, and 10. Huskies back up here by 1. And they will send Annabelle Pausch back to serve. Serving 11-10 here in the second set. There's a jump serve. That's going to go long. And that one hit off the bleachers. So the point for Valley City, our fifth straight tie. Now 11-11. And Katie Coca will go back and serve. Coca serving 11-11. And the serve on the way near side. Gurdon, Reeby, set, back to Gurdon on the attack. Right there's Coca. Coca gets it up front, Suffolku, and line judge says in. Breck with the kill on the attack that just hit inside the line. Point for the Highliners. We had the Highliners back up by 1 at 12-11. Coca back to serve for Valley City. 12-11, second set. At the net, Reeby, bump set to Gurdon for the Huskies, over. Suffolku to the middle, Coca gives it back, and then over by, I think that was Hughesby that got the kill. It is Amy Hughesby, the freshman, gets the kill, and it's 13-11 Highliners. 3 points in a row will send Coca back serving. Serve here to the near side. Reeby set to the middle, and then into the net. Gurdon, or Belmore, couldn't get to it. It'll be a point for Valley City, their fourth in a row. Highlanders up 14-11 here in the second set. Coca with the jump serve near side. Pass, Gurdon, Reeby, or Schroeder. Schroeder gets it over. Free ball for the Highlanders. Here's Harstead, and Suffolku dumps it over. Gurdon. Now Belmore back far side is Suffolku. Setting it up down the line, and a dig attempt by Schroeder could come up with it. Peterson on the kill. Well, Jaden Peterson with the kill. Point there for Valley City. Highlanders their fifth straight point, and they take a 15-11 lead. Coca to serve. 15-11, Coca. Jump serve. Over. Free ball. Corner. Coca kept it alive. Suffolku hit to the near side. Peterson cross court. Schroeder for the Huskies. Reeby set middle. And dumped over by Kaler. And that is going to be a point for the Highliners. 6 in a row for Valley City. And they take a 16-11 lead here in set number 2. And we have a timeout taken by the Huskies. 16-11. 7 straight points here by the Wahpeton Huskies on the C squad, or the ninth grade game. And they now have taken a 10-7 lead over Valley City. They won the first match there, first set there, 25-18. One of the Huskies was trying to fix her hair, and she got it passed to her. She wasn't exactly ready, but she was able to do something with it and keep it alive. Highliners again, home opener tonight here on the Highliner Activity Network. Wahpeton, here as you watch the freshman match. We're in a timeout on the C squad. Wahpeton on the attack, tipped over. Far side is Radisat for Valley City. Lunenburg into the middle. And back here, tipped over cross court by Hansey for Wahpeton. Now Hansey will pass. Lunenburg sets it into the far corner. Right there was Berg. Actually, Berg gets it up front row. And then dumped over by Lindgren. Radisat, middle Lindgren. After this point, we'll get back over to the C squad game. Looking at that rally might take a while. And there's the point for the Highliners. And we got a service ace on the C squad by Coca. So it's now 17-11. As we shift back over to the C squad, Coca with the serve. That's just going to go wide. So 7 straight points for Valley City. And then Coca's serve went wide. It'll be 17-12. Highliners up by 5. Edelson Kaler back to serve here for Wahpeton. Ashlyn Kaler with the serve on the way. Right there, Coca. Suffolku setting it up. Cross court by Hughesby. At the net, Coca off the dig, tipped over, Peterson. Reeby set to Gurdon for Wahpeton. Corner, Harstead on the dig. And then over by Suffolku, and she gets it into the near corner for the point. Breck just got enough of that one and pushed it into the corner for the point. Highliners up 18-12, leading by half dozen. Schroeder, the libero, checks back in for Wahpeton. And whose serve is it? Ava Hughesby, I think, was going to go back. Oh, they're actually going to say Well, they're going to say that there was a point for Valley. They're going to say that was a point for Wahpeton. So it's 13-17. Wahpeton with the point and the serve by Schroeder, the libero. Suffolk for the Highliners, sets it up for LaRue. Schroeder on the dig. Gurdon for Wahpeton. Back here near side, over by Belmore. Now back Suffolk, setting it up for Peterson. Down the line, Schroeder on the dig. Then pass far side by Hansey. And that one goes wide. That'll be a point for whom? Looks like that will be a Highliner point. I think it is. I know who it is, and then they change it on me. 18-13. And the lefty Huseby will serve near side, wide. Side out, off the service error. Point for Wahpeton. 14-18. Huskies trailing by 4. Emily Belmore will go back and serve. The lefty serves it up. Coca can't receive. That's an ace. So Emily Belmore with the ace for Wahpeton. 15-18. Huskies down by 3. Belmore here in the near court will serve to the lefty. Coca with the pass. Suffolk setting up here near side for Peterson. Cross court and out. Just wide on the attack there by Jaden. That'll be a point for the Huskies. 16-18. Huskies by 2. Trailing by 2. Belmore with the serve. The lefty sends it over. Coca. Suffolk setting it near side. Peterson backs it up, tips it over, drops it in. Got the kill. Just a little tip there by Peterson and picks up the point. Highliners go back up. What do they call net violation? Now, let's see. Well, they gave the point to the wrong team. Should be 19-15, I believe. And now the serve by Peterson. Belmore at the net. Harstead gets the kill. Off the free ball, Harstead met it at the net and dropped it in for the point. 20-16, Valley City up by 4 with the serve. There's a timeout over on the 9th grade match right now there. Valley City is trailing Wahpeton 16-9, led by 1.7-3. Peterson here in the C squad with the serve. Reby set. Well, they call that illegal hit. Yep, a double hit called there on Reby on her set attempt. So a point for the Highliners. 21-16, Valley City by 5. On the serve, sending it over, Peterson. Shoulder to Gurdon. Gurdon gets it over, free ball for the Highlanders. Suffolk set middle, LaRue into the net. Tried to tip it over, hit it into the net. That'll be a point for the Huskies, 17-21. Huskies by 4, trailing by 4. And back to serve, Addison Gurdon will serve it up here for Wahpeton, serving 21-17. Suffolk setting it for Harstead. And Harstead attack into the net. Attack error, point to Wahpeton. Now within 3 at 18-21. And Gurdon will serve it up. Serve over Coca. Harstead back to the middle. Over by LaRue. Free ball for the Huskies. To the middle. At the net. Tipped over LaRue. Dropping it in for the kill. Bailey LaRue with the point for Valley City. Highliners go up 22-18. And LaRue with the serve. Here to the near side. Schroeder. High pass on the receive. Gurdon to the middle. Over by Garcia. Now Valley City, Suffolk pass, set, middle, over by Martinick. Now back to the middle. On the attack there goes Garcia for Wahpeton. Back to Valley City. And over Reby. Schroeder, back set. Gurdon attack at the top of the net, dropped it in. And just hitting the top of the net was Annabelle Pausch, and got in front of Peterson. Picks up the point, 19-22. Huskies down by 3. And now back serving. It'll be Schroeder, the libero, Tatum, into the net. Service there, side out, point, Valley City. 23-19, Highliners by 4. Huskies lead 18-11 over on the 9th grade match. Breck Suffolk setting it up. The lefty fires it over, long. Side out, point Wahpeton, 20-23. And back to serve will be Jocelyn Reby. After a ball got loose, now here's Reby with the serve for Wahpeton. Suffolk back set. Harstead over. Schroeder on the free ball. To the net, Reby. The lefty Belmore gets it over. Valley City, no. A pass by Suffolk, a little bit off target.
It'll be a point for Wahpeton within 2, 21-23. Jocelyn Raby will go back and serve here for the Huskies, serving 21-23 in the second set. Highlanders won the first set 25-13. Suffolk setting it near side, lefty on the attack, and the point. Huseby, the lefty, with a big-time kill, and the point for Valley City makes it 24-11. Set point. Maybe match point. Sometimes they do play 3, even if it's 2-0, but it is match point here for Valley City. Harstead will serve it up. Up, over. Schroeder, pass. Reby to the net. Setting it near side, Billmore. Pushed over, free ball for the Highlanders. Suffolk off the hands of Mark. That'll be a point for Wahpeton. 22-24. Now Pausch back to serve. For Wahpeton, serving 24-22, set point number 2, and in. Into the net, side out, point Valley City. And the Highlanders take set number 2, 25-22. So I think they will be playing a third set. Highlanders winning this match, but they will play a third set. Over on the freshman match, Wahpeton leading 23-12. On the freshman match, they won the first set over there, 25-18. And there's a point for the Huskies, 24-23. Huskies now within 1 point. Set match point here for Wahpeton. The JV to follow, the varsity tonight. EDC home opener for Valley City. And that one goes out on the attack. That'll be a point for Wahpeton, and the Huskies, they will take set number 2 by a final of 25-12 and are up 2-0 there. So again, we are doing 3 sets on both sides. So right now we have a timeout on the floor. Both of our matches are between sets 2 and 3. The Highlanders and the Huskies. You are watching Valley City Highlander Volleyball right here on the Highlander Activity Network. Network as the Highlanders taking on Wahpeton high school volleyball tonight here on the Highlander Activity Network. Valley City's already won the match 2-0, 25-13, 25-22 here on the C squad. And Wahpeton has already won the freshman match 25-18, 25-12. So we are set to go in our third set. Back to serve for Wahpeton. Jocelyn Reby. After the libero Coca comes in for the Highlanders. Reby with the serve. And an ace. Reby dropped that one in front of Peterson. Coming in also for the Highlanders. Drew Potratz is now back here in the C squad. And the serve. There's the aforementioned Drew on the pass. Tipped over Martinick. Reby, Belmore, and whistle, out, side out, point, Valley City. We are tied 1-1. That'll send Cadence Harstead back to serve. Serving 1-1 in set 3. Serve on the way. Into the near side. They had, little miscommunication between Henze and, I think that was Pausch. Or Gurdon, actually, and it dropped between the two. Harstead serving 2-1. Nice serve. Gurdon, well, that's going to be point. Again, not handling it, barely handling the serve was Gurdon. Schroeder couldn't handle the pass. It'll be a point for Valley City. 3-1 Valley City leading. The Highliners up 1 on the C Squad match. It is 2-1 Highliners in the third set on the 9th grade match. JV coming up here at about 5:45 as they will tear down the 2 courts and go back to the 1 court for the JV and varsity. We'll have all of varsity volleyball tonight here on the Highliner Activity Network, our opener here at home for the volleyball season. Harstead now back to serve for Valley City, serving 3-1 in set number 3. Hayden sends it over. Gurdon with the receive. Reeby runs up into the net. Point Valley City 4-1. So the Highliners leading by 3. Here's a serve on the way. Whoop, and the receive. Nope, into the net by Gurdon. And then Belmore couldn't handle it when she was trying to save it off the antenna. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highliners with 5 in a row, leading at 5-1. Harstead back to serve. The right hand, the Columbia blue top, sends it over. There's Gurdon here to the near side. Reeby set middle, left hand tip, and dropping it in, and the point. Kaler with his kill there for Wahpeton. Snaps a 5-point run by Valley City, 2-5 advantage to the Highliners. Kara Hansey will serve. Harstead tipped over. Wahpeton on the attack. Over at the net. Set Peterson. Cross court. Attack by Peterson. Off the pass from Potretz, and that'll be a side out. Point. I'm going to say at the net. Tip, so it'll be point for Wahpeton. 3-5. Hansey will serve for the Huskies, down by 2. Koka can't receive. That's an ace. Katie trying to dive and receive that serve. That'll be an ace for Hansey. Trailing by 1, 4-5. And a serve on the way into the net. My voice will not be the only voice you hear tonight. We got a couple of guests that might, we'll talk cross country when we get going here between matches. Here's Wahpeton off the serve. That'll be an ace. Schroeder could not receive. Hits it out. And it is... no, they're going to say side out. Point for Valley City. 5-6. So back serving is Ashlyn Kaler for Wahpeton. Serving 5-6 here in set number 3. Serve on the way. Harstead. Pass. Potretz with the set and into the net. A little wide on for Hughesby to get to. Point for the Huskies. Tied 6-6. Wahpeton leads the 9th grade match 7-4. They're in a timeout. Here's the serve by Kaler. Koka. Set Potretz. Left-hand attack Hughesby. On the dig, Kaler. Reeby into the middle. Over by Belmore. Now back to Valley City. Setting it up, Potretz attacking Peterson and in for the kill. So Peterson picks up the kill and the point for Valley City. Highlanders go back up 1-7-6. And serving it is Jaden Peterson. Or is that Hughesby? Hughesby, number 8. 8-6 from this distance. Old eyes look the same. I should know one's lefty and one's righty. That's how I should tell the difference. Now back serving here for Wahpeton as that serve went long was Emily Belmore. She's a lefty too. Sends it over. Potretz set middle. LaRue on the attack. No. Into the net. Point Huskies 8-7. Huskies go up 1. And Belmore will go back and serve. Serving. Harstead. Free ball here for the Huskies. Reeby. Garcia. No. She tried to tip it over. Hit it into the net. Side out. Point Valley City. We're tied at 8. Now, Jaden Peterson will go back and serve. Peterson with the serve on the way. Schroeder. Reeby. Hit to the near side. Attack into the net by Pausch. Point. Valley City 9-8. Highlanders by 1. And Peterson will serve for Valley City. And you are watching the C Squad match here on the Highliner Activity Network. Harson on the attack there. And the dig went up and over and a point. And Kira Hansi received it, got the dig, got the point for the Huskies. We're tied at 9. On the 9th grade match, going on to the North Court, just off to our right, 10-4. Advantage there, Wahpeton in their third set. Pausch here ready to serve after the substitute for Valley City. Making a substitution. Casey Current now will come in for the Highliners. There's a serve. Coca receives. Potret set middle. LaRue on the attack into the net. That'll be a point for the Huskies. They take a 1-point lead at 10-9. Annabelle Pausch, the sophomore, serving here for the Huskies. Serving 10-9. Third set, Harstead. Potret on the attack. I checked, that was Harstead on the attack. Off the pass from Current. And we have a timeout taken by Valley City. 11-9. Huskies with the lead. They've rattled off 3 points in a row and lead it by 2. 11-9 in set number 3. Again, Highliners already really won the match, 2-0. As Wahpeton has won the 9th grade match. They're playing a third set right now with Wahpeton leading that one 13-5. So to serve, on the way by Pausch, and letting it fly overhead and out, Isby. Point, Highliners, 10-11. Highliners down by 1. And coming in, going front row, is Martinick, and a serve, ace, right inside the back row by LaRue. So Bailey LaRue with the ace. Highliners have tied it up 11-11. So Bailey to serve. Our second tie. Serve on the way. Schroeder. Reeby. Set. Over by Schroeder. Free ball for the Highliners. LaRue. Tipped over. Potritz, and she drops it in for the kill. Wahpeton won the third set in the freshman game, 15-5. So they win that one 3-0. Here it's 12-11. Valley City have scored 3 straight. They already have the match sewn up, winning 2-0. And serving LaRue. That's going to be an ace. Diving attempt on the receive by Gurdon went out. 13-11 Highliners. And a serve by LaRue. That's going to be wide. Point, Wahpeton, 12-13. Huskies down by 1. And Schroeder is going to go back and serve the libero. We're in the purple libero jersey here for the Huskies. And the righty sends it over. Current. Set. Potretz. Harstead on the attack. Tipped at the net. Point Valley City. 14-12. Valley City up by 2. Set match point. And the serve on the way by Potretz. And the receive goes out. Point Valley City. And the Highliners will take the third set. 15-12. And win the match here tonight, 3-0. Well, we are about 20 minutes away from the start of our JV match. That'll start at 5:45, and we'll have our coverage getting started around about 5:40. And then, of course, the varsity match coming up a little bit later on. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little cross country, because I know you guys know a little bit about that. We'll get cross country chat coming up here in just a minute. This is Highliner Volleyball on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highlander Activity Network. Valley City in the volleyball tonight. The first two matches are in the books, and they have a split right now as the Highlander won in the C squad match 25-13, 25-22, and 15-12. And over on the ninth grade match, 25-18, 25-12, and 15-5. The Huskies winning that one. And so the nets are being torn down as they get ready to set up for the junior varsity match, which again will get started here at about 5:45. The varsity come up a little bit after 7 o'clock. Well, now we're going to talk a little bit of, we're going to talk some cross country as the Highlander cross country runners, the Harriers as they can be called. They were in Moorhead today at MB Johnson Park, and we are joined by a couple of the, not only the cross country runners, but they're going to be a part of the Highlander Activity Network. So you're going to be hearing their voices and seeing these young ladies throughout the season. Amelia Meester. I got that one right, Amelia? All right. And Steph Hofart joining us here right now. Well, first, let's talk cross-country, ladies. How was it today with this weather? I'll start with you, Steph.
You know, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't bad. I prefer to actually run in bad weather. It keeps me motivated, so I didn't think it was actually too bad.
How did you, I know at Carrington you did pretty well. Did you, because of the weather, not as good today?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slower time for me today, but I enjoyed it. And, you know, I got across the finish line. So.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Amelia, I know at Carrington you took like, what, a minute and a half off your time, right?
Yeah, I took a minute and 30 seconds off my first time in Hillsborough when I went to Carrington. So.
Okay, so there you go. Now, how about for you today? Not as good.
No, today I didn't make it past the finish line. The mud and the wind was kind of hard on my legs.
Yeah.
And so Mrs. Belke pulled me out of the race about 3/4 a mile in.
And I know you had some surgery there, so you have that excuse. But I guess overall, and you can each answer this one, you know, after the COVID season this year, just fun to get back. And it seems like back to some normalcy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How about, what do you think, Steph?
You know, last year, the cross-country meets, they had to split them up into about 3 teams at a time, so they were very small races. And this year we're back to having, 5, 6, 7 teams running at a time. And I think that's a lot better on our teams because there's more competition and other people to run with to help you pace yourself and to get ahead of others.
And do you guys like to, Amelia, I'll ask you, finding someone, a teammate or someone that's your pace, do you like to do that at least to start with?
Sometimes that's nice, especially in the start when, you're kicking it off. It's nice to have somebody to run with, but after a while you end up getting split up a little bit. But
well, I know we're on the Highlander Activity Network, and you two have expressed interest in maybe doing some of this play-by-play, and because they're not going to listen to me flap my gums all year long. That's just going to get too long for our viewers. So what kind of got you interested in that, Steph? I'll ask you that first.
Well, I am a speech person. I am in speech, and I enjoy public speaking. And, this is actually a career that I've been debating going into as well. And so when I was asked if I'd be interested in doing this, I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, of course, I want to try it out.
Amelia, how about you?
Yeah, like she said, I'm also in speech. It's something I really enjoy doing. I love being able to talk to people, and I don't know, it's just really fun. So.
And in speech, I think there's a radio broadcast category. Have you guys done that?
I have never done that, nope.
I thought about it, though.
Thought about it? Well, see, this is a little bit different because, here you got the pictures to do some of the work for you. And, it's great to have young ladies that want to do this because need a little bit more of that influx of the young ladies here into the media aspect, on-air media aspect of it. Well, now, sports... You got a general knowledge of sports. I think you mentioned that, Steph. You know enough that you can get by, right?
Yes, yeah. I don't know everything about every sport, but I'm willing to learn, and I have a basic knowledge about everything. So.
And I know everything about everything, so it doesn't matter anyway. And same with you, Amelia. You too. You got a basic understanding.
Yeah, but this will definitely be a learning experience.
Well, it's going to be a fun experience. We look forward to having you guys. We'll be talking throughout the year. Maybe once your schedule lightens up, we'll have you do a little play-by-play, and we'll talk more about that as it goes along. But Steph Hofart, Amelia Meester, ladies, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on sort of getting through today. At least you didn't drown because there could have been a lot of water out there. Ladies, thanks again. We'll talk to you later on.
Thanks for having
That
me.
is Steph Hopart, Amelia Meester, a couple of cross-country runners here for the Valley City Highlanders and members of the Highlander Activity Network. And again, the Highlander Activity Network, this is a really a student-based organization that we're going to have here at Valley City High School and junior high, and Tegan Zahn's working on camera again here tonight. And we've got students that are going to be helping on the technical side of it. Derek Baird, our advisor, on the technical side of it, and I'll be working with the kids on that play-by-play. And so it's going to be 1 year of Highlander activities. We'll have our first football game, varsity football game, tomorrow night. But we've got JV volleyball coming up here in just about 15 minutes. We'll just step aside as the teams warm up. We'll be back with JV volleyball here on the Highlander Activity Network.